welcome back to TC Woolbash. I just had to go and delete everything, but we haven't started on nothing yet, so that's cool. But what we're doing, we're installing a sewer caddy today. I've been using the back bumper since I had the camper, but the problem is its tolerances is so tight. Once you start shoving it in, it don't want to go, and then when you drive down the road, it shifts completely down to the other side, so it's hard to get to. So I wanted to be a little bit more easy accessible when I go to a sewer dump station. That's the bottom line. I have two 10-foot blue hoses. They're by Gator, and I hate them because they're so tight. You need a pair of channel locks to get into the thing to take the top off. I'd much rather have a bunch of this Camco, the orange hose, because these are awesome. And as you can see, once you close them up, the air, it holds the air, and they don't come back out till you let it out. And they're awesome. I have two that came with my totes that I take with me on the back of the truck. But sometimes you need longer hose, so I'm going to hold on to my blue ones. I'm going to put a long one in here in the new pipe holder, and probably both my little Camco ones, because they join together, but I think they're only about a 5-foot hose. That'll give me roughly maybe 15-20 feet with that combination, and I got about a 8-foot spare over there, so that'll be fine. Under here, I was going to put it back on the very back next to the skid plates, and as I was putting it in position, I realized that's going to interfere with my Valterra little stabilizer I put near the front step to kind of stop the rocking when you walk out the front door. So I brought it up here in front of my axle. There's a support beam that runs across the top of it, across the floor here. My freshwater tank is there, and I got a nice big void right here. So it's come with some self-tapping screws, a couple different cradles right here. We won't be using this one because I got nothing to attach it to, but this has a through cradle where you can run this pipe holder, and that bracket I was talking about, that support, has already a bunch of holes in it. So I'm going to put this about halfway and then run that and go through one of them support holes that is already in the middle, and we're going to get this install underway. I have a tool that I thought I would never use, but I used it once in a while when I was putting my greenhouse together. This little punch for steel to give you that first little divot, that's awesome. I've used this thing so much, it's ridiculous for something that I never thought I'd use. Anyways, let's get up underneath here and start this install. Under the truck, I got my little starter here. Get this cap. Maybe I have to wait for time. Now, over here on this side, we have a gas line. Well, we got nothing on this side, so we are good. So we're going to go ahead and get us a hole punch here. That's one. Then we're going to come over here and get one start right here. Start it. That way the self-tapping screws don't have to work so hard. Okay. Now we get down to the nitty-gritty. Get these holes back lined up. Put us a nut driver on the drill, and hopefully we got enough room to get the little self-tapper up in there. So we put our clamp and come back over to our starter hole, which is one right there, and another one's right there. That went right in. I'll finish that up with a socket. I have a 10mm socket in my bag right there. That way we don't power up in there and strip out the hole we just made. Okay, we got some threads cut. Socket on there. So it's giving me the clearance I need on this side to make it past the tube itself. Almost got it. Okay, that side's there. That side's there. Get the other side installed, and then I'll meet you guys and gals, whoever subscribes. I'll meet y'all back underneath, and we'll do something about the middle section, the slide section of the tube, to strengthen the middle up. But first I'm going to go over there and take care of that side, then I'll be back. Alright, we got both side pieces attached. Now, what the plan is, or what I hope the plan is, we're going to take this cradle. This lower cradle has a one that wraps all the way around it, but I don't think it's going to work. Because this side don't have the little cuts in it. This side does. So plan is to do this. So the plan is get underneath here, use the cradle like this, and then go up and around in that hole right there, and just have enough to do it and give it a little support right here in the middle. Okay, I got the extra clamp through this hole, going through the top of this clamp right here, which has a saddle on top and a saddle on the bottom, and it kind of clamps around the pipe like this. I just put this here to give it some more so it don't sag in the middle. That's going to work out just fine, I think. This is tight enough, and that pipe is solid. Alright, we're going to put the blue one in first, because that's my least favorite one to use. Then we're going to follow it up with the orange one, which I like a whole lot better. I should be able to get this from the other side. And the orange ones, which I like. Yeah. Let me see, we might be too long. Let me go check. Alright, can't fit that many in there. Let's see which one of these are longer. Okay, so I'm opting to go with the orange one because they're so much easier to work with. And that looks like a winner right there. Huh. Let's see something. This would be the coupler that fits down into the sewer drain itself. Will fit up in there. And then the neck piece will also fit in there. So that's the whole complete system. Got line up tabs. This is the first time I used it. There we go. And now it comes over where it can be locked. So there you go. Hopefully that made sense. But I have both my favorite two pieces in here. I'm going to put probably that blue back in that tailgate because it only held one. And then maybe I'll invest in another one of these sometime in the future. But this is going to be my go-to. Grab and go. Use it with the totes. And use it at the dump station. Because it's faster. The orange hose is so much easier to work with. Alright. Well, that's all I got for today. If you liked it, share and subscribe. We got a nice sewer tote holder here. And I've looked at DIYs on TV. And I've built porches out of some of that composite material that they were using. And by the time you piece all that together, you could have bought one for $50. So that's just putting that out there. If you want to do it DIY, by the time you add up your caps, your joints, and however else you want to figure out how to hook it on there, you're going to spend the same amount of money. So why not get one that's just easier to install? Alright. Like, share, and subscribe. Later.